are so many people moving to Myrtle Beach, so why would I be telling you not to? The reality is, Myrtle Beach is not for everyone, and you don't want to realize that too late. I once had a client fly in from New York, and we spent a few hours exploring different neighborhoods together. After seeing the areas, something she noticed made her change her mind about living in Myrtle Beach. I'm going to discuss that with you in this video. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot to love about Myrtle Beach, but there are some things I'm going to point out that could completely change your mind about this being the place for you. Let's dive into the top 10 reasons not to move to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Reason number 1, Myrtle Beach is a tourist city. Say goodbye to privacy during tourist season. Before moving to Myrtle Beach, it's essential to know that it's primarily a tourist hotspot. Every year, millions flock here for the beach and numerous attractions. From beaches to amusement parks, golf courses, shopping centers, an aquarium, and legends in concert, Myrtle Beach has a plethora of tourist draws. During the busy tourist season, expect more people and more cars. The tranquil neighborhood where you enjoy your downtime will likely be bustling with tourists. While there are still some serene spots in Myrtle Beach, rapid population growth is making these peaceful areas increasingly rare. That's why it's crucial to contact us if you're considering a move to Myrtle Beach. If the bustling tourist seasons aren't your thing, we can show you other options outside of the Myrtle Beach area. You will still be able to enjoy beach life while avoiding the hustle and bustle during peak tourist times. Don't be shy. Call, text, or email me so we can start making your move to the area a smooth one. Reason number 2, the crime rate. Myrtle Beach has a reputation as a lively party destination, which can contribute to higher than average crime rates. Typically, individuals who have been drinking excessively are the ones who find themselves in trouble. This reputation attracts a diverse mix of visitors, some of whom may engage in risky behaviors that escalate into criminal activities. More often than not, drug deals gone wrong and gang activity are the primary causes of Myrtle Beach's above-average property crime and violent crime statistics. That's why locals tend to avoid tourist traps during the peak busy season. Honestly, the only times I visit attractions during peak season is during the day. As the saying goes, nothing good ever happens after 10 p.m. And that's when most problems begin. Just so you know, I haven't experienced any criminal activity in the past 3 years of living here. Reason number 3, maintenance costs. One of the biggest concerns of living in a coastal resort town like Myrtle Beach is home upkeep. The salty air is incredibly corrosive to any metals on your home, condo, or vehicles. Over time, this constant exposure to salt can cause significant wear and tear, leading to increased maintenance costs. You'll need to be vigilant about regularly cleaning and protecting metal surfaces to prevent rust and other damage. Additionally, the extended spring, summer, and fall seasons mean that your AC unit will be running almost constantly, leading to a shorter lifespan. This increases usage results in higher maintenance costs to keeping it in good working condition. Also, there's the potential for flood damage depending on where you live in the town. Myrtle Beach is susceptible to hurricanes and heavy storms, which can lead to flooding in low-lying areas. This risk means flood insurance is a must for many residents, especially those in designated flood zones. Unfortunately, flood insurance can be quite expensive, adding to the overall cost of homeownership. Standard homeowners policy do not cover flood damage, so those living in flood-prone areas must purchase supplemental flood insurance. This additional insurance can provide peace of mind, but it does come at a higher premium. If you're curious about the locations of these flood zones, let us know in the comment section below or text us the property you're interested in. We'll let you know if it's in a flood-prone area requiring higher insurance premiums. Reason number 4, the city is growing really fast. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina has been ranked as one of the fastest growing cities in the United States for 3 consecutive years. In 2023 to 2024, U.S. News and World Report listed Myrtle Beach among the top 25 fastest growing places in the country based on net migration over the past 5 years. The city's population grew by 4.46% from 2020 to 2021, and the metro area population increased by 3.19% from 2022 to 2023. In the metro area, population is estimated to be 432,000. With this population boom comes higher crime rates, increasing traffic, longer waits for services year-round, a spike in the cost of living, and infrastructure issues, such as overcrowded schools and medical facilities. Reason number 5, increased home prices. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina has become a top destination for young families and retirees, but this popularity has driven home prices higher and higher. In March 2021, the median home price was $294,000, but by May 2024, we're looking at $424,000. Low inventory and a high demand for homes from people looking to retire to a more affordable state have pushed prices up. However, don't worry too much. Housing here is still 32% below the national average. Reason number 6, gun laws. Before we discuss the main reason one of my clients decided Myrtle Beach was not for them, let's talk about gun laws in South Carolina. This can be a controversial topic, but I will attempt to clear things up so there isn't any confusion. If you're coming from a state with strict gun laws, you might be surprised to learn that we recently became a constitutional carry state. The phrase constitutional carry reflects the fact that the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution does not allow restrictions on gun rights, including the right to carry or bear arms. This means that to purchase a gun, all you need to do is pass a background check. You can walk out of the gun store without having to take a concealed carry permit class. Depending on your stance on gun rights, you might find this situation concerning. However, it's important to remember that you still need to pass a background check. Is it foolproof? Maybe, maybe not. But it's definitely something to consider before moving to Myrtle Beach. Reason number 7, property taxes on vehicles. This one caught me off guard because if you reside in South Carolina, including Myrtle Beach, you are required to pay personal property tax on your vehicle. Personal property taxes on motor vehicles and recreational vehicles such as RVs, boats, watercraft, and motorcycles must be paid before a license plate can be issued or renewed. Taxes are due in the month corresponding to the vehicle registration date, which is displayed on the tag decal. Yes, you have to pay taxes on your vehicles every year, but as the value of your vehicle declines, the amount you have to pay decreases each subsequent year. For example, a car valued at around $20,000 might incur roughly $200 in taxes, which decreases each subsequent year. As another example, I bought a Ford in 2023, an F-150, and paid $950 in property taxes. The good news is, it's tax deductible. Are there any exemptions from vehicle taxes? Yes. To qualify for vehicle exemption, the South Carolina Department of Revenue requires that the vehicle be registered solely in the name of a disabled veteran or jointly owned in the name of a disabled veteran and his or her spouse. Reason number 8, the pizza and the bagels suck. Maybe it's because I'm a pizza snob or I was just spoiled growing up in New York. But the downside to moving to Myrtle Beach, especially if you're from New York, is the pizza and bagels just don't compare. In New York, these are staples, and they're made with top-notch ingredients and perfected recipes. The water and local ingredients in New York make a huge difference in taste. In Myrtle Beach, the pizza crust isn't as crispy and chewy, and the toppings don't hit the mark. Bagels here are often too dense and lack that perfect New York texture. If you're used to amazing bagels and pizza, this can be a real letdown. Full disclosure, I have not tried every pizza place in Myrtle Beach, but the ones I did try, which locals claimed were the best in town, were pretty disappointing. Perhaps you'll have better luck than me. Reason number 9, hurricane risks. In Myrtle Beach, the hurricane season spans from June 1st to November 30th. Peak activity usually occurs in late summer and early fall. Myrtle Beach often faces hurricanes and tropical storms, being part of the coastal region. Over the years, it has been hit hard by storms like Hurricane Florence and Hugo, causing frequent flooding, destroying homes, and leaving South Carolina with billions of dollars in damage. The recovery from these hurricanes has taken years, even when there's a gap between storms. Just because these storms might not be as fresh in our minds doesn't mean the Grand Strand can let down its guard. Number 10, politics. Now let's talk about a client I mentioned earlier. After showing her around, she decided Myrtle Beach was not for her because of the state's political leanings. This has become a very sensitive topic over the past 6 years as people have become more politically engaged and polarized. I never discuss politics with my clients because it's not the place, but as we're driving around certain neighborhoods, she noticed many homes had political flags displayed on their front lawns. She turned to me and asked if Myrtle Beach and South Carolina leaned Republican. Instead of answering directly, I Googled it in front of her and showed her the area's political affiliation. The next day she called me and said she felt South Carolina might not be the best place for her because of her political views. The moral of the story is, if politics matter to you when deciding to relocate, make sure you do your research before making a move. The last thing you want is to make a huge investment in a home only to realize later that it's not the right place for you. If you're thinking of moving and want to learn more about what it's like living in Myrtle Beach, feel free to give us a call, text, or an email. You're about to see some awesome videos popping up on the screen. Be sure to check them out and enjoy all the useful information on our channel.